Hello everyone and welcome to quarantine workout number 50. That's right, 50. So to get you going on 50, we're going to be doing over 50 push-ups on our 10 and 10 today. Get through your general warm-up. Don't rush, even though I know you're really excited to get to all these push-ups, but make sure you do everything. I know there's been some controversy about how long all these moves are supposed to be done. Well, every move is 40 seconds. So you notice on those arm swings, this is 5 seconds, that's 5 seconds, it's 5 seconds. Then you gradually make those circles big, which adds up to about 20 seconds, and then the remaining 20 seconds is your big arm circles. So I hope that cleared everything up. Now let's get to these walkouts. I'm gonna do all of these with you in celebration and solidarity. So we got 1 with 1, 2 with 2, etc. up to 10. Here we go. Starts off so easy. It's not a race, but I'm probably winning. Technically halfway, but so much less. Oh, only 3 more. Last 2. Only 1 more. Oh, we did it. Well, I did it. You probably got a couple more. Corrective squats. Don't worry, we'll wait for you to catch up. We're not going anywhere. And, 10 of those. You get the idea. I'll see you when you're done. Okay, welcome back. I hope you had fun with that. You saw how much fun that was for me. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Now we're going to get into circuit number 1. Circuit number 1, we're going to go through 5 times. We're going to start off with a body weight exercise that you might recognize from Saturday if you were there, or if you've been on IGTV since then. Remember, you can go check out these workouts, the Saturday Live Instagram workouts. They're all up there on IGTV, so if you want something to do, you can find something to do there. That's ZioFIT on Instagram. So the first move is the crescent squat, and this is a move that I thought was a pretty good stand-in for the kettlebell clean. So if you don't have a kettlebell, you didn't have a med ball, this was the body weight option. So I like it because you get that leg drive, there's a little bit of explosiveness, you're getting that triple extension, but you're also using some torso rotation. However, it's going to be mostly leg driven, and it looks kind of like a crescent kick from karate or taekwondo. So the way it goes is you're going to squat. We're going to do 20 of these alternating. You squat, you don't have to get all the way down, just a nice, 90-degree squat. You're going to come up, you want to bring your hands up, because when you bring the knee up, you're going to throw this arm down, the knee's going to come across and around, back down. Opposite side, same thing. And you see this arm throw really comes with that leg drive, and you want the leg to, boom, really come across and throw it around. So you're creating this circle at the top, right? So you're going to come up, push through, and then you're going to throw, and this is going to drive aggressively and come up and around again. And you want to keep that rotation nice and tight. Crescent lunge, 20, alternating. From there, you're going to go into 10 push-ups. Now you have some options here. We're going to go 2 or 3-point push-ups. And there are varying degrees of difficulty. So let's just ramp our way up through those varying degrees of difficulty. You can start with basic 2-point ukimata. Here's your ukimata. You could do a spider push-up, bringing that knee up to that outside elbow. You can do a scorpion, bring that leg up across, and opposite side. You can do a 2-point where you're coming up, opposite arm and leg. Or you can do that 2-point with a tuck, which looks like this. That one, much more challenging because of how dynamic it is. The balance is a lot more difficult. You want to try to avoid that feeling of falling into the next rep. That's why I did 2 extra reps. I didn't feel like I really had control on the first 2, so I was trying to get a little bit more control going on the second 2. You do 10 of those, whichever you choose is fine, and you can do most of these options from your knees, right? Ukimata, if you're going from the knees, Ukimata is the most basic one. You just come down and extend that leg, right? Once you finish that, we're gonna do the iso dynamic body X. So I know that sounds like a contradiction, but that's because one side is gonna be working isometrically, the other side is gonna be working dynamically. And you're gonna do 10 reps of each. So you lay on your back, 90 degrees, plant the hand on the opposite knee, and create tension. So this is gonna be your static tension right here, your isometric contraction as you press into that knee, keeping constant pressure, right? Hand pushes forwards using the core, knee pushes back using the flexor. Other side is straight, and you're just gonna come up and touch. 10 times, and then switch sides. And be aware as you get moving, be aware that you're keeping constant pressure. You don't want to have that pressure ease up and press, ease up and press. Try to keep it constant. Once you finish those, you got 3 position row, 8 rounds. So that's a total of 24 reps. It's pretty high rep. So make sure that the resistance that you're pulling is adjusted accordingly. So 3 position again, palms up, palms in, palms down. That was 1. And you're gonna go through for a total of 8 times through 3 reps, or a grand total of 24 reps. Working great posture, great control, not jerking around, not letting the body get loose. You'll start to feel a little bit more difficulty in the end, but if you're doing these right, the first, 3-4 cycles should feel pretty easy. So use that fact that it's easy to be perfect. That's right. I knew you were going to guess that. Perfect. Be perfect because why? Because it's simple and you can. So when you have something that's simple, be perfect. Because that second half, it's going to be a little bit more difficult to be perfect. All right. So make sure you start off that way. Really set the tone with great technique. Okay, for circuit number 2, we're going to be using the weight here. I got this kettlebell, but you can use a dumbbell, you can use a med ball for most of this stuff. It's just going to be some slight variations in technique that you're going to have to observe. So we're going to start off with single leg deadlift with the kettlebell, or if you're loading up a bag of some kind, you're going to be holding it with one hand, right? So first thing you're going to want to do is pick it up. We want to start from the standing position so that we can set the balance. So you stand on that one foot, you find your balance, you start your lean. You do 10 on one side, then you do 10 on the other side. After you finish that 10, you got kettlebell swings. So for these swings, we're going 5 rounds of this circuit. You're going to add 10 reps each time. So the first round, you're going to go 10. The second round, 20, then 30, then 40. And then the 5th round, you're going to do 50. Once you finish those kettlebell swings, you have a similar type of progression with the close press with flutter kick. So the way that's going to work, you're going to start off with 20 and add 5 each time. So you got 20, 25, 30, 35, finishing on 40. Remember, you're going to pick this weight up, set it on you, elbows in tight, set your core first. Flatten out that space between the small of your back and the floor. Head should be back, not holding it up. Relax the neck back. Make yourself nice and long through the spine. Start that flutter kick and then start pressing. Remembering it's a 6-beat kick. So you're here holding the body of the weight. Set the head nice and long. Engage your core. Start the kick. Like so, starting with 20 and 5 reps each time. Once you finish that close press and flutter, up onto your feet, you got 5 high tuck burpees. Let's do all 5 here. remembering that when you're doing those high tuck burpees, the goal is to spend as little time with your feet on the ground as possible. You're always transitioning. The most amount of time your feet are on the ground during the push-up. Everything else, the feet find the ground and drive off of it immediately. Transition quick on the way down, transition quick on the way up. Don't let the feet get stale underneath you. You're either jumping back or you're jumping up. After you finish those high tuck burpees, you're gonna close the round off with 20 dolphin dips. So that rep is good. That rep count's gonna stay the same the whole way. You can use a table, you can use a tricep dip bar, right? But table is just fine. Set your knees close. To make it a little easier on your ankles, you can move your feet back. But remember, the further back you move the feet, the more of your body weight you're gonna be taking on your upper body. You really wanna have as much weight as you can manage on the tops of your ankles to foster that dynamic strength and flexibility. So I'll be here, taking some weight on my hands. Going for 20 each time. All right, now last thing, once you finish all 5 rounds, if you want to close this out with something, if you're feeling saucy, if you're feeling silly, and you want to do something that's just a little bit stupid, but also fun and good exercise, we're going to do a set of height burpees. We're going to start with 5 and go down to 1. So the way that's going to work is you're going to get after it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then, watch, it's only a 1-leg push-up here. My other leg is up. My height leg is up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1. And then do the other side, of course. You don't want to be stupid and silly on one side and not be stupid and silly on the other side. Have fun.